Hey everyone! You know, Kidder Music Service is one of the greatest assets to our school district. From providing day-to-day materials like reeds and valve oil to purchasing pieces of sound and instrumental equipment, there isn't anything they can't do. Kidder Music Service helps our students sound the best they can each and every day, and we are proud to call them a Music in the Making sponsor. If you are looking for similar materials for your school, don't hesitate to call and ask for assistance and mention us, Music in the Making, today. Their number is 309-692-4040, or visit kiddermusic.com, that's Kidder music.com today for all your music classroom needs. And now, on to the podcast. Welcome to Music in the Making.
That's illegal.
I want to be with you everywhere. A Halloween party. Oh, that's fun. Let's talk about work.
That's not what I said. Well, and I like Stanridge, so it's like I kind of.
Oh, you guys are friends?
Yeah,
You guys
I
are
talked to.
friends?
Yeah, we talked
Talked to him last week.
a whole 5 minutes at Midwest last year. We are 3 high school and junior high music teachers from West Central Illinois.
And someone had to go to the bathroom during intermission and missed it. And that someone is me.
Yeah! Each week we will talk about our experiences in the classroom, community, and personal lives too. Please welcome your hosts, Lisa Hallen.
We say move all this stuff down there, and then it gets moved, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, why have we moved that from there to there to there? Stop recording.
Art Martinez, happy Friday if it's not a Friday, or Saturday or Sunday, or if you're Lisa, it's a week later. And Kevin Ferry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
During class.
Editing. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't care.
You should add the multiple 1, 2, 3 goes.
I mean, maybe I just start with that.
Oh.
Okay.
Welcome back to another episode of Music in the Making. It has been over a month.
Since IMAC, yeah,
Sorry.
month and a half.
But you know what? We've been super busy. We have been on the go, and the results are in. We're sitting first, sitting real pretty in Class B in the state of Illinois. Choir's in first, band is in second, which is incredible. A lot of people stepped up with their ensembles, and boy, a few more weeks and then we have work. So a lot has happened since we last did this. But you know what? We're happy to be back finally for this episode. And so how do you think Solo and Ensemble went, Kevin?
I thought it was great. I thought hosting it, we had a couple of minor flame ups. I wouldn't say we had a single fire.
No, it was. This is my only third year doing this. I feel like it gets smoother every time.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, because it's like we had 27 schools. Was it 27?
Yeah.
We had 27 schools. That's how many more? 5 more from the year before?
Yep. Yeah,
5 more than the year before. So we had an extra X amount of events. We had to use extra rooms. We were put in the old wood shop for our homeroom, which was, dusty and tools that are still in there, and trying to fit all our students, band and choir students, in that room all day long. Just to kind of get out of the way of all the million other people that are in the hallways.
The only room we had left in the building that we could use.
So.
No, the kids were fantastic. I mean, the results, speak for themselves. But, before we go any further, we'd be remiss if we didn't, if we didn't acknowledge the seven accompanists that we have that help our kids for 5 weeks in a row. And as Al Silber, Paula Helly, Carolyn Keller, Debbie Johnston, Janice Algren, Joy Boostrom, and Joan Blant. Those people are amazing. They do a ton of work, and it's great to have the support. Some of them are community members. Some of them are retired Monmouth Roseville people. And if you listen to the Solo and Ensemble podcast, the one we did at IMAC, we talked about that. Like, we have people that they don't volunteer. We pay them. And I feel like we pay them pretty well. I mean, if they're here every day for 4 hours a day for 5 weeks, that's about $3,000. So it's a pretty good gig. So again, I encourage anybody, if Solo and Ensemble becomes a big deal in your school, that you go find those church pianists, go find retired music teachers that know how to play piano and get them there. I got to hear 2 events this year, which is more than normal. I've heard several recordings of events, but it was a good day. And one of the things I was really pleased about this year, the IHSA let the judges choose 2 best of the days. They could choose a solo, and they could choose an ensemble or choir. And so vocally, there were 22 best of the days given out, and Monmouth Roseville won 13 of them.
We call that a majority.
Yeah, it's not quite reclamation, but it's a majority.
It's a majority.
I don't know that we get to, is that 60%, Al? I don't know the math on that.
13 out of
It's a little low.
13 out of 22.
It's probably like 57.
Oh, happy Pi Day, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of math.
Yeah, there you go.
And Chloe didn't bring any pie for anybody. It was rude. We told her to, but she didn't.
I don't think she's been introduced to the pod yet.
Have you not been on the pod yet?
No.
Well, we'll get to you in a second.
59%.
It's 59. Oh, we just missed.
Just missed it.
Anyway, and then on the band side, we did get 1 best of the day, and he's a freshman. So that was pretty good. I thought it was just a great day, and when you're hosting these things, one of the things you dread the most is cleanup. And we had 5, 6, 7 adults, and they just put kids to work. And by the time we got done with the radio interview and cleaning up a couple of things ourselves, it was pretty much done. We were out of here by 5 o'clock, and the last event was done. We were on the radio from like a little after 4 until about 4:20, and we were out of here by 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
so
it was pretty great. I will say, and we did this episode last year too, last 2 years, and we could talk a little bit more, but I think like us being a host for so many years now, we've started to perfect this process. And honestly, and if you are one of those people who are hosting or would like to host one day, go back and listen to those episodes about all the parts that we have. I mean, we have student crews that are helping set up the rooms. This year was nice because we actually had a half day because of testing, and so we got to start earlier and we got to be done earlier because of it. So like next year, I think we're gonna say, like, hey, why don't we do this again?
no, I told our counselor, I said, hey, I want to tell you, and I was sitting in the teacher's workroom and during lunch, and I said, okay, everybody's a witness here, and I said, Jennifer, I was wrong. And like everybody's like, what?
That's awesome.
I said, I want Horizon 3 on this day.
Every single
And
time.
she was like, oh, okay, good, because I was going to recommend that we don't do the 3rd benchmark, but if this works out for you, I'm like, yeah, it was pretty amazing. I mean, to piggyback on what Art said, if you're interested in hosting, and whether it's Solo and Ensemble or organizational, or it's your conference music festival and you need any help, feel free to reach out to us. We've kind of know what we're doing on this stuff for sure. But if you're a Illinois school that wants to come to a fantastic site, just just ask the IHSA, hey, can we go to Monmouth Roseville? We'd love to have. I'm pretty sure we had one of the biggest sites, if not the biggest site, entry-wise in the state. It was insane.
It's so funny to see the scores because they have like 25 or 26, like in the classes they have like 25 or 26 like places.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, we theoretically had all the places. You probably could like have that many schools in our building, so it's just kind of funny to see that.
Yeah, and I went through and looked at the live tally and was looking at how schools did. Shout out to Kewanee, they did really, really well. Shout out to Rock Ridge, they did well. Shout out to Rova, they did really well. Shout out to United, that did really, really well. I mean, our contest site had some amazing performances and some amazing music programs here. But I can tell you, we had a couple of schools this year that were initially supposed to go to another site, and they decided that they were going to come to us, and that was Peoria Notre Dame and Indian Creek. and Indian Creek drove 2 hours and 10 minutes just to come here rather than go. And I'm sure Bradley Bourbonnais runs a great site, but it's a big school site. And Indian Creek is not a big school. So, we have Moline that comes here, which is a Class 2A school, and then a couple of 1A schools, I think Kewanee, Peoria, Notre Dame, and everybody else is B, C, or D. So, the IHSA has always been great about if you request it early enough, you can come to Monmouth Roseville, or you can go wherever you want to go, basically, as long as it doesn't hurt the other site. But we're really, really excited about how everything turned out, and the kids were really great and pitched in. So it was a lot of fun. And the band getting second place this year, and I love the fact that going into org is almost stress-free. I mean, we are up by 120 points going into org. Like, that's yeah. I mean, and it's not that it's going to be stress-free, because I still want all of our groups to get the superior ratings, and are we going to compete for the best of the day awards and all that stuff? But so I was pleased as and for the longest time, the entire day up until like the last hour, our orchestra, I'm using air quotes, strings. So for us, it's piano and one violin. Go Lila, shout out. But we were in first place until about the last hour, and then we dropped into fourth, and now we don't get a plaque for that. I know, it's just boo. So, no, one of these days, our piano program at the high school will kick in, and we'll have enough kids to go crush it. Because we can take 20 piano solos. Yeah. Which would be awesome, and 4 piano duets.
Right, piano one, you're doing hot cross buns with both hands. You're going to make it 64 measures long, though, because it has to, or 90 seconds, because that's the rules. But
make it
hot cross. Make it like 5th grade bandit, the tempo
right,
of 5th grade band.
It's all fermatas, so they can choose the length of time.
Do it in every key.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, just different modulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's introduce Chloe.
Anyway, but before we do that.
Oh, okay. Forget Chloe.
Well,
we don't care about Chloe.
Because we're still on the subject of Solo and Ensemble. Sorry.
Well, I was gonna ask Chloe what she thought of Solo and Ensemble, because she comes from Ottawa, who is a perennial, or was for sure, is-ish a perennial powerhouse in IHSA Solo and Ensemble. But go ahead.
Well, I guess with that intro, I have no choice but to hold my comments.
No, say your comment. We'll get to Chloe.
Well, all I was going to say is that all the preparation that, Kevin is able to orchestrate between myself, Lisa, our student teachers, David and Chloe, Al, and the students to not only put the school together, but then immediately after, it's really a testament. So it's really cool to be able to host and at the end of the day, our kids not worry about anything besides just going into those rooms and doing their jobs. Definitely some moments in there, especially the week or two leading in, going into Solo and Ensemble. As a teacher, it's have I done enough? Have I met with enough people? I've given enough advice? I can't practice for these kids. They're the ones doing it, but every day I'm hearing these people play the same parts over and over, but they are getting better and stronger and stronger. And it was really great to not drop so many events going in. Meaning that I think the music selection that we had this year was so much better, or maybe we just took a little bit extra time, or the materials that we chose to use were maybe more and also considering because some of these kids are doing, between band and choir, they're doing 10 events, right? Up to 10 events. So,
we had kids doing 14, 15, 16, and even 20 plus events.
Yeah, so
these kids were insanely busy.
Yeah, so for me, it's I'm always worried are they going between enough things? But obviously, that's a lot of that was a huge help to our student teachers, David, and our most recent student teacher who joined us the week of contest, Chloe. So Chloe, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you in Ottawa, perennial powerhouse.
Words are tough.
Well, I was trying to circle back.
That's why we're not in English.
So anyway.
All right.
Take it away.
Take it away. Hi, I'm Chole Sibert. I was originally from Ottawa, Illinois, so I went to Ottawa Township High School. Shout out. I'm a college student at Western Illinois University.
Go
Shout
next.
out.
Go next.
Yeah.
Go next.
Best music program. For
Absolutely.
education and theory and composition and performance. Anyway, ignoring that. But yeah, it was great.
They're not a sponsor. You've got to stop.
Not yet.
Not
Yeah.
yet. It was great. It was a lot coming in for the week and just being like, yeah, we're getting ready for this on this weekend. And I'm like, okay, so I just helped out. It was really nice because we have some new students switching instruments, and my primary instruments are clarinet and bass clarinet. So I got to help out with
Firewood!
It
Whatever.
doesn't burn as long as an oboe, so
It's the
it's the
kindling.
kindling.
As soon as where it's really at for firewood.
Yeah,
That's expensive firewood.
that's a burping bedpost.
A burping bedpost. But I got to help out a lot, and it was super nice, and it also helped me to talk to students and get to know them. So now they're comfortable with me. But Solo and Ensemble was great. It was the super easy to follow where you had to go, because we had floor 1 was woodwinds, and then as you get up the stairs, it goes to brass, and then vocal, and then our strings. We had two string rooms.
One string room.
One string
One
room.
string.
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 But it was great, and it was also nice helping. And as they said, thank you to everyone that helped, especially shout out to our judges that came and helped, and our door monitors that were assisting students throughout the day.
It was, dude, like over half, I'm pretty sure like half of our judges were from and or were former students at WIU. It was pretty awesome seeing that many people.
Yeah, we should have
there.
taken a picture.
Yeah.
we should have.
Should have taken a picture. But I will say, we had judges, like, we had 2 judges from, like, freaking Pekin.
Yep.
But the drive of the day, Columbia, Missouri.
Shout out
Tom
Dr.
Clark.
Dr. Tom Clark.
Dr. Tom Clark.
Absolutely.
When I sent so the judges, if they travel over 70 miles round trip, they get to fill out a mileage voucher. They get paid 45 cents a mile for every mile over 70. And when I sent it in with the 2 from Pekin and the 1 from Columbia, Missouri, I'm like, I'm really sorry about this. And like Tammy over at the IHSA,
Shout out.
there you go.
Sorry.
Wow, you're slow. We miss Lisa. Sorry, Lisa's
Sorry,
not here.
Lisa.
So she'll listen to this podcast because she's not on it.
She's gonna add to the list, I'm sure.
Yeah, she'll
We've
be
already
like,
said
here's my
something that we
Lisa's list
forgot
for
or
next
whatever.
week. Mr. Barry. But yeah, that's going to be a nice mileage check for Tom Clark. Hopefully he buys me dinner with it. That would be great.
But I'll tell you what, again, it's a testament to how we host, and not only like how we treat our judges, but like something that's well run, like this contest that we have, like people were willing to make that drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those connections with the students too. Like, I mean, Tom was such a huge help the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, granted he's now elsewhere, but like for him to want to come all the way back here is awesome
Right.
too. So anyway,
Let's
David,
get David's perspective
say,
of
yeah.
Solo and Ensemble because he went to Mercer County.
I went to one, dude. and then accidentally sat down on a couple more.
with Fusky
that-
Fuggles.
You went to one what?
I went to one specifically Mercer County kid that I knew.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you went to Mercer County,
In general.
and like Solo and Ensemble isn't as big of a deal at Mercer County as it is here, that's not a criticism at all. Just so witnessing Solo and Ensemble on steroids, because you going to Ottawa, you
It's
know Solo and
steroids.
you know Solo and
Steroids.
Ensemble on steroids. This is new to you, just your perspective.
You know, we would only practice like once or twice a week for solo ensemble, and then the rest of the time was like dedicated to like org stuff, right? So like it was like a lot different having them just practice or telling them to practice, and then they just sit on their phones for an hour. But it was a lot different watching that, and then also being the teacher. It's like you gotta practice, dude. Being kind of the bad guy, but.
But yeah,
Also there.
well, but you were helping also with like the choirs though too. Like, so what was that like versus
Instrumental choirs.
Yeah, the instrumental
Yeah.
choirs.
We never did any of that. Like, I think the most I ever saw was like a flute quartet, and that was it.
No. He's asking what does
But, like-
you worked with our instrumental choirs.
Yeah,
I'm
so like,
sorry.
what was, no, it's
I'm
okay.
very confused.
It's okay. No, so what?
I
So
shouldn't
what was
apologize.
that? It's-
No, you need to stop apologizing.
It's
You didn't
okay.
do anything wrong.
You're good.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
Oh.
Or did he?
No, it's fine. Because going along the lines of like you having a different perspective, immersive.
Stop. Sorry.
Pause.
Announcement. Al, David, remind me to hand out their freaking medals. They've been sitting here since Wednesday.
Oh,
The bands. Oh, the bands did that today.
Yeah.
I thought we were just gonna not do that.
I was chucking them.
That's what I do. I
Yeah,
toss
we
them.
were
I
doing
toss
it.
them.
We were
Yeah,
doing
for
it.
sure. We have a box that's like gigantic, full of medals. 381 medals these kids won.
Yep.
It's dumb.
I'm gonna make sure the title of the episode is "No Medals for Choir."
No medals for choir. Womp womp.
Anyway, but yeah, so like he's saying like from the perspective of like Mercer County, which it's like you took advantage of Solo and Ensemble, but just not to the degree that we are doing it.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the instrumental choirs, so like the saxophone choir you worked with regularly, and symphonic band, like we had our versions, like so. In that sort of medium of music, like what was your perspective of that? Like, did you like what were you thinking, or how were you preparing for that, or whatnot?
Just like preparing it like any other ensemble. Just like, I don't know. I guess that's just what I was like. This is just another ensemble that we have like once a week.
Yeah.
And
Has it changed your perspective on solo and ensemble now being in the steroid solo and ensemble?
I don't know. I'd probably do it more like this than how I did it in high school.
I just feel like it's a good. I mean, our kids sound way better.
Yeah.
No, it's dude. Seriously.
They sound way better. Like choirs.
Like get them excited about
Choirs sound awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we say it on the radio every time. Like, I can't wait for that next rehearsal.
Yeah.
And it really is true. And I don't know if it's just like because I myself have worked only with myself for a long time that I'm finally able to work with like a larger group. Like, granted, we have the choirs, but like it's still kind of like almost one and apart for some of us, But excuse me. But like I enjoy that. It seems like they can read music easier, whether it's like a confidence level thing or if it's just like now that I have proven I can play by myself, playing together with other people just sounds amazing. So
need that like every semester then.
we just need solo ensemble every quarter. I
No, God, no. I love it. It's one of my favorite. It's my top one of my top 3 favorite days of the year,
Yeah.
musically. But no.
I think it gives all the students a common goal, which is a good thing too. Instead of just being like, oh, here's another concert. It's like,
Right.
oh, we want to be the best. We want to show people.
Well, it's like it's a performance, but it's not. But yeah, it's that non-traditional of like, well, it doesn't matter if I play my part because someone's going to be covering for me. It's like, no, you don't have that now.
Yeah.
Like you are your part. If you're the solo, or you have your part even if it's a duet. Like, but I think I can always do things better next year. But I'm really glad we bought certain materials for this year that made our job easier, because I feel like sometimes when we're looking through books and stuff, like we just can't find that right solo or that right duet or that right like choir. Like I think for the instrumental choirs for sure we need to maybe create a bigger pool, because there are rules about circulating certain solos and things. Like you can't if I'm seeing one solo, I can't do that solo the next year. But like
You can't do it. You can't do it again.
Yeah.
But you could, like in the choirs.
Yeah.
Like you could play the same song. You just have to have different instrumentation.
Yeah.
Like David couldn't play the tuba his freshman year, and then same song play the tuba the next year. He'd have to go to baritone.
else, yeah.
Or something
Which
else.
I think, in some, like, we can maybe find ways of doing that.
But I think if you've got a 4-year rotation for
Yes.
those specific instrumentations, whether it's mixed woodwind choir, saxophone choir, flute choir, brass choir, whatever, if you've got that rotation of 4, I think then you're in good shape.
I'll just write 4 chorales, chorale, B flat, E flat.
How about
E
you
flat,
just
F.
buy them rather than ride them? How about you get out into
So
the
I
room
can
and work
sell
with the
them.
kids rather than riding the music at that time?
Anyway. So, on the horizon, though, we have contest in a few weeks. Oh, one more thing.
I'm going to stop you.
Uh-oh.
We have a really awesome event happening in
that's right.
Monmouth Roseville here in 3 weeks.
You should have, okay, and for that email, you should have wrote, this is not a joke, because you said April 1st, so that's pretty funny.
It is not a joke.
You say, like, your next email, April 1st, not a joke.
Yeah. So we are fortunate enough here at Monmouth Roseville that the great and wonderful Mark Hayes is going to
Shout
be here
out.
and work with our kids all day long. I know he has some band pieces, but he's very well known in the choral world. Each of our groups are going to do, we have 6 choirs competing at organizational contests, and each of our groups are doing one of his pieces. So he has agreed to be here all day long, and I'm extending an invitation to anybody that wants to come to Monmouth Roseville that day and sit in the auditorium and listen to what this guy does to our groups. You are more than welcome to come. You just need to reach us at
musicinthemakingpod@gmail.com.
and let us know if you're interested in coming, so I can get your name to the office here at Monmouth Roseville, so we can get you a visitor's badge and you come and watch Mark Hayes work with some kids all day long. I cannot freaking wait. We got a long way to go to get ready for him to be here, but I feel pretty good about where we're at right now. I just sent him recordings of the pieces that we did on Saturday. Well, actually, shout out to Chloe. I'm like, I don't know what I got to send these pieces to Mark, and I don't know. I just want him to hear us, and da 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 da. And she sat right here, and she's like, I'll just make them into YouTube links, and I'll send you the link, and then you share it with him, da da da. And I'm like, okay. I said, I want you to show me how to do that, and then boom, hey, here's the link. Boom, here's your next one. I'm like, I don't know how to do it still. I'm gonna have to rely on Chloe.
Of course.
She's never leaving now.
Yeah.
You need
Yeah,
two
so
assistants.
I am really excited about that, and I think we're gonna have a few college professors that I think Tim's gonna stop in. I think Jonathan Stewart from Quincy University.
Oh, cool.
Boo, not boo Jonathan Stewart, boo Quincy University.
I was like, whoa.
Jonathan came out to the reception, and man, what a great guy! What a really
Yes.
nice guy. Had a great conversation with him. So that was a lot of fun. But anyway, anybody wants to come and see Mark Hayes? So
can.
I'm excited because he has agreed we're going to have dinner the night before, all of us.
Hey, nice.
All of us. So
I'll put on our socials thing, like I'll put a picture of him and be like April 1st. Send
not a
us an
joke.
email if you want to come
Yeah,
and witness history.
not a joke.
Not a joke.
Not a joke.
That's right.
It's not April Fool's Day. It's April Mark
Hayes
Hayes
Day. You fools.
Oh man, if he no shows, and he's like, ha ha, no.
Mark Hayes has been dead for 40 years. Whoa! This isn't Mark Hayes, and you rip off the mask, and it's Old Man Jenkins from the carnival. I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you.
You could have stopped a long time
Yeah.
ago. Everybody knew,
Yeah, I
and
was
you
gonna
just
say,
you
it's
just
okay. They need to pick up the Lisa slack here because
Once you started talking about carnivals, then.
Mr. Martinez. Hey, Hog Day.
Hey,
Hog
oh,
Day is what's called.
I was going to say something about Solo and Ensemble that I forgot.
See, and you moved on to Chloe so fast. And I was like, I'm trying to wrap up this. Anyway, go on. Doesn't matter.
We need Lisa. It's her
I
podcast.
don't. Yeah, I don't edit.
Shout out, Kidder Music Service,
Always.
yeah.
our
Always.
sponsor. But Blake was here most of the day and had all the loaner instruments that we needed, and we actually needed a few things like. Surprisingly, a bass clarinet broke somewhere. I'm really shocked because bass clarinets are so durable.
They are if you take care of them.
Was it our kid?
It was.
Taught by Chloe. No, and there was a couple other things, but
Trumpet mouthpiece was missing or something like that.
how do
I don't know. Or
Okay.
it got stuck. I don't know. And then Matt on the Wood from United, shout out. Her kid was coming in later in that day, but she said the instrument was the student had taken the instrument home. It broke that morning when she was rehearsing, so we had to give one of our berries. But we coordinated because it's right in between times that our Barry sax person needs theirs. So like as long as it's back in the
Well, we had like 3 woodwind choirs going in a matter of 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah, the kids were tired.
The end of the day,
for
the end of the day, it was pretty busy for us, and I was getting worried because we weren't scoring as well, and then I realized that.
We don't really go till 11
Oh
o'clock.
yeah. We're this first couple hours, all these other schools going, and then, bam, we just started going crazy. So it was a lot of fun. Sorry. Yeah.
No,
So
you're good.
Mark Hayes is going to be here on the first. We do have our musical this weekend, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. So
never
Dave,
done that one,
Mr.
let us
Flowers, and Mr. Silver have been working their butts off with the music,
Mm-hmm.
and that's been really nice. And we have a small cast, but man, are they good.
Good.
They're really good.
Can't
so.
wait. I love musicals.
Yeah,
The
I've
music's
been
super
practicing
hard.
my part so hard. What about you?
I was gonna say, yeah. He's like, David's like, I'm practicing.
Are
my
you
part
playing
so
the clarinet this year?
Yeah, I am.
Not you,
him.
him.
Me. I'm playing Barry, and half the book is bass clarinet. So yes, partly.
I'm doing
Well, you-
clarinet and bass clarinet and tenor sax.
She's gonna
Thank
do
you.
the first
What-
act plan, and then. then
Yeah,
she'll-
I know that whole
Oh.
plan, which I think is genius by
Yeah,
Lisa.
I think it's cool.
To like give you that experience.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Love her.
Sarcasm, Sheldon. But crap, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I'm
we're
playing clarinet.
Oh, you need to tune.
Yeah.
Well, last year I played trombone on the piano.
The year before you played
Yeah.
clarinet, and I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
can we get the clarinet player to tune?
And it's like, not my fault. It's the reed. I'm just kidding.
Can't always blame the reed.
Sorry, it's the firewood in
Sir,
my hand. It's-
sir, I need more wood.
I need more.
What?
Well, that's terrible. Anybody who knows me knows. My daughters, when they listen to this, are gonna be like, "Dad just said." Yeah.
Something that was
So
definitely
anyway,
school-appropriate.
yeah, organizational on the 12th at Kewanee.
Yeah, Kewanee.
Kewanee.
Now it's been making them.
Yeah, we got 3 bands signed up and 6 choirs. So we'll see how it goes. Slay Bay.
Slay Bay.
Yeah, I got made fun of for saying Bay the other day. Like that's so
Fair,
like
that's so
2021.
yeah. Not
Like,
even. I think it's
Shut up! I don't care. On bro.
more like the 2010s.
I taught
Furl.
Dr.
Furl.
Thomas at Western Slay, and now he says it, and everyone's like, "That's so last year."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Well, Chloe taught me it." So.
Somebody the other day.
Timeless.
Somebody the other day said lit, and I'm like, I haven't heard lit since like 2016, but nice. So yeah, no, I'm excited for org. I think we've got some really good pieces, and we
be
started. It's gonna be lit,
It
fam.
is going to be lit, fam.
The kids are mixed mads are really excited about this piece called Ilampo.
It's a good one.
It's really good.
They sang it really well today.
Yeah, and it's freaking
What's the language?
hard.
Italian.
Italian. It's Portuguese.
Is it actually?
No.
Ilampo, no.
No, it's an inside joke that we. Anytime somebody brings up,
It's a language, different language.
yeah, it's Portuguese.
Portuguese.
It's a Friends reference.
Get with the program, David.
Yeah, I mean he's on his 3rd podcast. He's doing fine.
Well, yeah, if you guys would have your podcast every week.
It's Art's fault. We blame
If
Art
only
because
Lisa was
Lisa is like, I need to do the podcast. I need to do the podcast, and we just never get to. And I think I've got maybe 2 more in me before you guys are gonna have to do them without me because,
Track.
and we mean
Talk about practice.
TRACK,
Yeah.
not TRAC, the
No
Three
Three
Rivers
Rivers
Athletic
Band.
Conference.
Inquire Honor Band Conference.
How many times are you gonna say band?
Band.
Band.
Man. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we got a lot coming up. But,
Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a good month here, and
It's going to go by.
yeah. Well, we got junior high solo and ensemble coming up on the 5th of April. Junior high org
Ridge.
on May the 4th. Be with you.
Yeah.
We have something on May 4th.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm quitting.
What?
I mean, you can fail if you want to.
No, I
mean,
don't want
that's
to. I don't
that's
want
up to you. You could do all
You
this
can
work
do
and
this all again.
get 2 weeks away from graduating,
I'll make a
and
Fail.
I'm
Yeah.
making a note for his evaluation on Monday that he said that. So I have audio.
has already
evidence.
we have audio
already-
proof that he's quitting.
He's already quit. Yeah.
Because
Star
he's a
Wars.
Star Wars nerd, and he's got to be. He's got to
Apparently
be
doing
home.
Something better.
Got to be home to watch all of the Star Wars.
But
Wars.
in ranking order of worst Star Wars movie to best Star Wars movie, which obviously ends with Empire Strikes Back. So.
No, it doesn't. Revenge of the Sith first.
No.
Is
no.
what
No,
is
three,
the best?
No, three
Is
is
the
no.
best?
It's the best, dude.
Okay, that's
Concludes
for a
the
different.
story.
That's for a
That's
different
Concludes
podcast.
the
And
story.
so the little bit that I liked David Flowers is gone now.
Evaluation
Okay.
on Monday. Update. Yeah, edit.
Wants to quit
Okay,
and
thanks
is
for-
wrong about Star Wars. Holy cow!
Has bad Star Wars taste.
So.
That ain't good.
right,
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Wait,
we're
we got
oh.
a 3-day weekend, bud.
We do have.
Well, not really. We have musical rehearsal all
Yeah.
day on Monday, but
But we can sleep in a little
the
bit.
scheduling geniuses are like, "Hey, let's take St. Patty's Day off." Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
I celebrate privately.
You what?
I said I celebrate privately.
Because you're Irish?
Yeah, absolutely.
He'll be getting lit.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't.
Thanks, Lisa.
Can't.
We create like an audio.
We need to find the worst one of those or the
Yeah,
best one, however
yeah.
you want to look at it. We just need to be able to have it recorded on my phone while we're doing. I just hit it.
Or get like one of those
Exactly.
like that's easy buttons.
Exactly.
Like put it like
Exactly. It's got.
I
It's
mean-
got it. We got to do it. We'll put on the budget for sponsorship for 2027 when you know.
27.
Yeah, we got other stuff. We got other stuff we got to use.
My
to
lord.
learn. Anyway, so all right, we're gonna cut it short today because I said we.
But did we? But did we
Yeah,
really cut
yeah.
it short?
The last 2 episodes were like over an hour long, or almost an hour.
well, the last 2 episodes were
We're only at like.
I got a million people texting me and
I
calling
know.
me.
So
They
that
need
too.
to leave me alone.
You're so
Anyway.
famous.
But
I'm not.
he is because he's the best host in the state when it comes to Solo and Ensemble.
I don't know about that.
But-
I spend a lot of money to pay a lot of people.
Shout
That
out
is
to
true.
Ferry for reaching out to all the schools and getting everything organized for us.
For real.
$13,770 is what we collected in entry fees.
we broke even.
And we broke even because I paid 800 people to be here and work it.
All right.
That's what I do.
Works. That's how we do it.
Are we good?
We are good.
Are you sure? Anything else?
Well,
David, any parting words?
or wisdom.
I'm sorry.
No.
Mr.
It's,
Silver, you've said like 2 words. Anything?
He hasn't said anything.
Hi, Al. Well, before we let go, we have to
Can
always
we-
think our spot.
What about Chloe? Does Chloe want to say anything?
Keep doing you.
I'll say she's like Lisa. She'd pipe in if she's got.
I do.
She's basically she'll raise her hand. She knows the drill.
I have done that
She
before.
knows the
Lisa
drill.
does it all the
I'll
time.
say,
She's
Lisa-
like, "Can I
she's
talk?
like-
You guys keep going."
I do that
Yeah,
all
I'll
the
say
time.
Shut up.
She knows. Well, before we let you go, we gotta always thank our sponsor, Kid Music, the best sponsor of them all. They want to always remind us that with organizational contest on our brains, it's definitely on your brains. So to make sure that you are purchasing your extra scores. If you
Don't
need
forget,
them,
you
yeah.
need 3 scores, band
Yeah,
geeks.
at least 3. I mean, I guess depending on where you are, but for 3,
No,
I just say at
you have
least.
3 judges.
Well, I don't know if it's another organization or where. If the guy is listening in Switzerland still, maybe he needs 4. Maybe they do things.
Shout out to
different
him.
overseas.
Was it Sweden?
I don't remember.
Netherlands.
I don't
Netherlands,
remember.
Yeah.
Just
well,
make sure
that's
you
just
have
rude
3.
that you
Well,
don't remember.
I reached
Like,
out to him weeks ago
Turkey,
saying, "Hey,
Netherlands,
and less than 1% of Mexico,
and Iran or Pakistan or
maybe."
something like
yeah,
that.
something like that. Turkey was
North Korea.
Turkey was the biggest one.
Make,
yeah,
make sure you have 3 scores. You'll be
yeah,
good.
exactly. But buy it from Kidder Music because they know what they're doing. They can help you out. Make sure you get all that. But besides all that, we will hopefully do this again soon, so that we can keep you guys updated.
Oh, Friday we have the musical, so we'll have some time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Musical will be good too. Talk
Lisa
about
will be
how we think.
there.
And Lisa should be there.
Nah.
She'll have her list. We need to do the Lisa's
Nah,
list.
I don't know.
She's got. It's been
So
growing. ever
it's
since.
overrated.
It just keeps growing.
See,
So-
honestly, the next time I see her, she will punch me.
Yep, exactly.
It'll be fine. Or throw a rubber chicken at my head.
Oh, on the
Yeah.
hard side though.
Oh, it was awful. I was bleeding.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
You hit me in the head.
Crazy.
I was bleeding.
It was crazy.
It was nuts. Anyway, let's get.
Anyway, all right. So
Ah,
I appreciate all that, and this is how we end it. Ready and
Girl, bye.